Hello, thank you so much for joining me, and today we're going to be doing crafts with mudlarking finds. Here we are again, another craft. And very quickly running out of ideas. I think I've got about another 3 or 4 ideas left, and then I'm going to have to start rethinking again. But today, as per usual, I have picked a rather large craft to do. Not large as in lots and lots to do, large just in the size of it, the actual size of the item that I'm making. So come on, let's go down here and see what we've got. So first of all, I've got this shelf. Okay, got this shelf. I've got a couple of bits of slate, writing slate. Don't forget, I don't use all the bits all the time. Sometimes things change and I pick and choose. I've got some embossed bottles. These have all got embossing on them of some form or another. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've chosen some old corks that have managed to fit in there nicely. I've got twines, ribbons. I've even got some sequins. I think these are called peacock sequins. I've got some paper covered wire. I've got bottle stoppers, a couple of bottle stoppers, a lid, a lead wheel, a couple of other little bits and pieces, a bit of crusty old wire. Might pick other embellishments, I don't know. I've got a box of wire up here. This has got all wire and stuff in that I could possibly use should I want to. What else? Oh, and I've got this new stuff. Rusty patina. Okay, it's a paint. I can't really see it, so I'll take the lid off. But basically, a rusty patina paint. That one's like a green one. And then there's this rusty one. It looks very bright on there, but it's not actually that bright. It's more of a rusty colour. But could do with being darker, actually. That really could do with being just a touch darker. I've got this. Don't think I've ever used it. It's like a glitter that you sort of dab on. Like an aged glitter. You know, use your sponge. You can tell I've tried it, that's all I've done, I've not just used it, but you sort of dab it on and it makes it look old and whatnot. Right, okay, so first things first, let's just move the bottles out of the way. What I wanted to do was I wanted to make this frame. Obviously I don't like this frame being bright like this and shiny, don't like it at all, and the wood I want to disguise it. Normally I wouldn't do one first. I wouldn't do an example to see how something works. I would usually just do it on camera, but excuse me, I just wanted to make sure that this actually worked before I did it. So I just did a little sample of the painting effect that I want. It's too shiny like that. But if you can just see, it looks a bit rusty. I don't want to shine it on the lights because the light picks up the green and makes it look really, really quite, you see what I mean? Like that, it makes it look really shiny, and it isn't. It is a bit sparkly, but not as much as that light shows it like that. But like that, I wanted to make it look rusty. Okay, so I have tried it first, purely because I didn't know if it would work and I needed to make sure it worked. Otherwise, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I'm going to do it all on the frame, but not of this one. This is just the one I tested. I'm going to do it on this one down here. Okay, so I'll show you how I've done it. This is not necessarily the way that you use this paint, because I haven't actually got the foggiest idea how you use this paint. I just sort of guessed. Right, so first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to coat everything in my usual paint. That's just like a back, like an undercoat. So I'm just going to paint everything in this first. Okay, that's had a quick zap now with the dryer, so it's mostly dry. Dry enough to do the next bit anyway. Right, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a bit of this rusty colour. The one that looks quite orange but isn't really quite as orange in real life. So I think what I did, if I remember rightly, is I just dabbed it on. Just dabbed it on. It's, let me show it you. You can see that. It's like, it's got a slight grittiness to it. But yeah, I think on this camera here it looks very, very orange. It isn't very, very orange. It's really quite rust-like. So I think I just sort of painted it on. Dabbing it. I'm going to do this base bit before I do the metal bit, okay, because I need to get this right, because the metal bit will just be easy. I'm going to dry it a little bit, but not fully, okay. What did I do? And then I got a cloth. Was it a cloth? I got a wipe. Right, I'm just gonna. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, I'm just rubbing it, making it a bit more of a blended, so there's no harsh lines, I suppose. Just sort of blend it a little bit like so. Okay. Then we're going to go for the green one, which is here. Patina one, this one's called. That other one's rust, this is patina. Right, let's get a bit off the handle. Don't forget, I've never used these before, as you can tell by the kibosh that I'm making of it. Okay, let me just get let's get it fresh. Let's get fresh. Right, that's okay for that one. Then we'll do the same thing again, dry it but not a lot. Okay. Right, so once it, there you go, because so once it's the shine's gone off it from the light makes it look shinier than it actually is. I'm trying to catch it so the light's not on it, but it's really difficult. But anyway, it does look kind of rusty. If you can just ignore the shine. Anyway, there you go. That, I think, is the base done. That's just what I wanted. That sort of industrial look to it. I'm just going to now put some rust on the wire bits, and then I'll put some patina on the wire bits. So rust first. But I think that was a success, so just going to paint this rust on here now. Don't forget, you don't have to be neat with this stuff. It's rust. You know what rust is like, it has a life of its own. Okay, so that's the metal with the rusty coat on it. I'm now going to just get a quick zap and then I'll go back with the green with the patina. Okay, right, now I've got the patina. Okay, I think that is enough of that. I shall now give that a quick zap with the dryer. Then we're on to the next one. Okay, right, I think that looks absolutely fine, like that. Sorry, just getting a wipe. It's a mucky process. Right, so there we go. I've gone for like an industrial rusty look to it. The same with the metal. Don't know if you can see that on there. But it's certainly better than it was the shiny gold metal, okay? Right, there you go. So we've got that. I'm just going to gather everything else that we need to start the next bit now. Right, I think the first thing I'm going to do is decorate this just a little bit more. It just needs a little more on it. Okay, and what I'm going to use for that is these slates. So I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put them, then I shall glue them. You know what, I might try that one. Can't get it in the way of the holes, you see, because the holes would be needed to screw the shelf up. But I think, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to put that one there, or shall I put it that way, like that? You know what, I think I might put it that way, like that, on the corner of it. And then this one, how should we have that? Right, I'm going to have that one attached down there. So, because I've got a slate pencil, I might just mark it actually with this. So I know where to put the glue. Okay. That's just going to be along the bottom of that one. Right, okay, I'm going to put the hot glue on here. I was going to do E6000, but I just don't think that it needs it. That's that slate there, just let it set. Let's put some glue on this one. I'm just going to get the glue right the way across the bottom. pretty strong. I'm just going to let that one set down there. While it's setting, let's think. I want to put some things on these slates. Right, what have we got? We've got stoppers, wire, wheels. Okay, I'm just gonna place things on and see how I feel about them. Circles, all circles, isn't it? So I've got that lace and biz lid there. This is like a furry button that somebody sent me. Furry button, weird, but usable. I've got a washer from a baby's bottle, a lead wheel, and this is like some little cap, lead cap of something with a flower on the top. Okay. Oh, I might do a stopper. Because it has got a circle on top, I suppose, hasn't it? I just wanted to add a little bit of detail, that's all. And then maybe some wire runs. Right, I'll tell you what, first of all, I'm going to just unplug that so it's not in the way. I'm going to glue these onto here. And I'm only going to use this in case I ever want to peel these bits and pieces off, because hot glue doesn't stick forever. You can peel it off, should you wish to. Right, there we go. Glued it. Should we put that slate pencil on as well? You know what, might as well. There's a big void up there. Slate pencil on there. Okay, we've got stoppers, wheels, lots and lots of stuff. Let me have a look at this wire. Let me check this wire out, because we might use this for something too. If it starts to break when I unravel it though, I might just stick it on as it is. I might just see if I can wrap it round. Maybe. No, it just breaks. Mind you, I could do like, just doing like a little knuckle on here. If you know what I mean, just making this have a little bit of detail on the corner. Just wrapped it round roughly, like that. I'll do that on the other side as well. Just for a bit of detail, nothing, it doesn't serve any purpose whatsoever. Okay. It's just, I've got to try and use up more of the things that I've found, because at the minute I'm just storing them and saying I'm going to use them and never actually getting around to using them. So I'm just wrapping it round like that. That's another one. Like a little bit of a, I don't know how to describe it. Oh, of course, that will, like, even though that's going to go on a wall, that is going to flip back. Right, hang on, just let me see if I can just glue that corner, one sec. I might need to change that and stick something from there to there. Didn't think of that. Right, but while I'm doing this, let me just carry on doing the wire on the, around these things, around these knuckles, whatever you want to call them, joins. It just shows you what I want to collect the wire for, really, doesn't it? Because you've probably heard me say 1,000 times, oh, just need to collect some wire for some crafts. But I've only probably ever used it once or twice, the wire that I've collected. There you go. Oops, that's come off completely. Right, I need to rethink. Yeah, can you see the knuckles? Don't know. Anyway, right, I just need to reposition that one, I think, or stick something else on it from there to there. Let me just try this stopper. Let's see if I can bridge the gap with the stopper. Okay, that will need gluing back on again, won't it? Right, let me just melt this glue. Back in. I'm just putting the end of the heat gun on the glue that's already there to get it to melt, okay? In fact, you know what, I'll just peel it off. Here we go. Look, see what I mean about just being able to peel it off? Just peeled it off, no point in melting it. Put some fresh on. Right, put some fresh on and I'm going to bridge the gap with the stopper and see how that goes. Okay, right, let's try again. With this one, I might just put a bit of E6000 for a permanent fix, just because that is actually, although it's going to go on a wall, until it goes on that wall, then it might flop off. So, if this isn't too bunged up, which it is, let me just unbung it, usual, every week. Just a little bit of that, and then a lot of this. Like so. From there to there. Okay, I'm going to leave that to dry because that was quite a big wedge. Put a little bit more on, just because it's got quite a job to do. Okay, right, I'm just going to leave that to set just for 1 minute. Okay, I think that bit's done for now. Yeah, so that will help bridge that gap. Okay, let me just show you this shelf briefly with the back stuff in the background. I've left the 2 holes up there because I need to. Oh no, I can make that into a hole. That top one's a little bit covered, but that's to attach the shelf. So just put that there, and then we'll start with the next thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to paint the bottles. So this is a small embossed painted bottle craft, which I've been promising you for quite a while. I've got dozens of these bottles that I've collected, but these are the 4 I've chosen for this particular project. Okay, right. So it all matches. I'm going to paint it in my usual colour. And I know that the few people, no, I had one person, not a few. One person said, oh, thank goodness, a craft that didn't have chalk paint on it. Well, that will be because all the Christmas crafts were chalk paint because I wanted them all to match. So they all had the same paint, right? And the reason that I paint everything in this colour with this paint is because I'm not buying a different colour paint every time I want to do a craft. I'm using what I've got, okay? I'm being frugal. So I'm going to paint all these bottles, and they're going to have 2 coats. Okay, so straightforward. You just want any paint. You can use acrylic. I'm using my furniture paint. There you go, just give it nice. It's definitely going to need 2 coats. So I'll dry it, I'll paint it and dry it and give it a second coat. Okay. I can try and give them a different finish, each one a different finish. So each one isn't the same. Okay, but that's just you know what painting looks like. So I'm just going to give these 2 coats and then come back to you. Right, the bottles are painted now. I haven't really got a plan, okay? Not really. I just know I'm going to do each one different but the same, because it is an embossed bottle craft, so which means I'm going to be rubbing the embossing off so you can see it a little bit better. But other than that, that's it. That's the only plan that I've got, but each one has to have a little bit of a different finish. So let's see if we can use this glitter stuff, maybe the rusty and the patina again, so that we're keeping the colour the same, you know, similar on it. We've also got ribbons, which I would probably darken, probably put a bit of ink on because it's quite light. I've got a chain. Again, it's quite bright, so I might just rub a bit of paint on it to make it a bit darker. I've got a bobbin, a recent find of a glass rod. It just happened to be there. This was something that Karen sent me along with the chain. She sent me those. She also sent me these little metal bobbins from Sewing Machine. There's a few more in there. I've got this earring that I've took apart, shiny, but I'll just give it a bit of a test with the glitter, and that makes it a little bit less silvery. See what I mean? So might use these on it. Might. Right, so first of all, should we just do one at a time? So let's start. Let's not distract ourselves with these. Let's just take the sandpaper. That's all it is, bit of sandpaper. The bottle. Just give it a quick rub. Rub effect on that there. Right, okay. I think I then might also use a bit of this glitter. In fact, what is this glitter? What is this stuff? Glitter Kiss from Arctic Shimmer. Glitter Kit, you can't see that on there probably. Glitter, you can. Glitter Kiss. I don't know what it is. I just bought it for Willow, to be fair. I'm just gonna... There you go. So it's sanded and got the glitter on it. Let's put a bit on the back. You might even know what this is for. I have no idea. I just bought it, like I said. Bought it for Willow for her art. Right, okay, so let's just give that a quick blast with the heat gun. That shouldn't take but a second. There we go, quick enough. Right, what can we put on that one? Some wire. We've got some gold. Oh, is that a bit of, that's a better colour wire. That's like a, I don't know, mustard coloured wire. Look, where's my scissors? See if we can just get the end of that. Where's that? Okay, so let me get a nice big long length of that. And I'm going to just keep a length like that. And I'm just going to wrap it round. Not neatly, sorry. But that is a lovely colour. That is absolutely perfect for what we're doing. Right, is that the front? Yes, that's the front. So So yeah, this is where I got off Karen, in that same box of stuff, box of tricks. Just going to tie that in a knot. Tie it in a knot and give it a bit of a cut. Okay. See that? Just wrapped it round. Perfect colour in that actually. That works really well. Now, do I think I can put that on there, do you think? I shouldn't have cut this actually. I should have should have tied it on first, I think. Let's see if we can twist it. You can hear any noise in the background, it's just my daughter. Her room is next door. Right, there you go. Let's just twist that round to the front a bit. Okay. So it's got that on it. For now, I think we're okay with that. Maybe you know what, I'm going to put one of these on. Just to give it a bit more of an industrial sort of feeling to it. Sorry, a bit of blobber glue. It's going to be piping hot because it's been on for hours. Okay. Okay, let's see if we've got a cork for that one. I think for now, that one will do. So we just sanded that one and then glittered the edges. We added the wire and we added the little, what was an earring, a little bobbin thing. Okay, and the cork. So there's one bottle. Right, here's another. We will be doing the same thing again. We will use the sandpaper. Sorry. Oops, sorry, my fingers went a bit funny then. Got a bit stuck. Okay, we've got that. Right, what can we do with that one? Well, I can use that. Put that around it, but it's not dark enough. Definitely not dark enough. Let me just turn around and see if I've got. I've got some ink. Let's see what this ink. Just Tim Holtz ink. Black soot. Let's get a brush. In fact, we'll get the ink brush. Let's be professional. Let's get the proper ink brush. And turn it over. I think I just want to wrap it round anyway. I don't want to have any edges off it. I just want to wrap it straight round, I think. Right, I think that will do nicely. Can you see the difference of that there? Right, put that round. Let me just cut that edge straight to start off with. Let me just measure it roughly over it there. Okay, then I'm going to put a little bit of glue there. Okay. Just do that a little bit smaller, doesn't need to be quite so long. Then I'm going to stick some glue on that end. And I'm not going to use my fingers. I'm going to use my scissors because I've learnt my lesson. Okay, so far we've got that around the top of there, but it's not enough, is it? Right, what else have we got knocking about? Oh, what's this thing here? Oh, it's an ink. It's an ink thing, isn't it? It's a lion. Right, where's the... Quite like that. I think, you know what, let me just test it, because I think what this is like a Chinese ink thing that Karen sent me. Can you see? I think it was a stick. And I think if you wet it, I think, right, let's see. Bet it isn't. But I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, it is. Look. It's a Chinese ink block. Obviously, I can't write Chinese. I made it up. Right. Let me just dry that off because I have got the other half of that if I don't need the ink. But I quite like that lion because of the gold and the black. Quite like that. But I think I'm going to put some wire on. Just a little bit, not quite as much as last time. There we go. And then I'm going to add that lion, the ink lion. There. Can you see? Okay, what? I wonder if I put some of this on my finger. I don't know how this is going to work. Okay, I'm just thinking on before. Oh, that wire's undoing. That wire's just undone from that reel. I've just sat here and it's just all pinned off it. One sec. That's why it has a little notch on the side. Because it just unravels. Oh my goodness me. I'll tell you what, that is a gorgeous colour. That is absolutely perfect. I'm sorry, just let me do this while I think about it. Otherwise it'll just end up being a great big massive mess and I'll never use it again. Here we go. Look, it's got a notch in there. That is what you do with it. Right, okay, lesson learned. Should have practiced on something first. Oh, here. I've got one to practice on. I just want to see what it's like. It's awful. Right, I won't bother using that. I thought it might look a bit better than that, but it doesn't. It looks awful. Right. So glad I didn't do that on my bottle. But I still might use a little bit of that. Just to tie the colour in, I think. Just in the bits of glass. I'm just going to make it look like rusty bits poking through where I rub the glass away. Okay, quite like that. Let's give it a quick blast. Just leave that to dry because I've got it quite thick in parts so that it looks rusty crusty. Right, okay. Okay, another bottle. Right, let's just do some sanding on it. Okay. That's that one. Right. Let's have a think. What can we do with that one? Might see what this is like a little bit. I like this colour. I do. I like to add a bit of colour, but I wonder what it would be like just a little bit darker. So let's see if we can ink this one. I wonder if it might go on a bit better if I took the ink pad. Yeah, that's doing exactly what I want it to do. It's really toning that colour down, but yet keeping it in the background. Okay, let me just give that a little blast with the heat gun. That's all we need to do. What can you see? Let's see if we can see the difference. I don't think you can. Can you see? There you go. Can you see? Subtle. Darker down here. A little bit lighter up there. I can see it better down here, I think. Can you? Yeah, can you see it's quite colourful there, and then quite a bit darker here. Right, so let me cut that. Oops. It's not the straightest cut in the world. Let's give that a little bit of a slant. That a bit of a slant cut. Right, I don't need all of this, but let's see what we can do with it. Do we want to? Yes, I think I'm just going to tie it in a knot. I can cut it down once I've sorted it out to the side, I think. Okay, that's a nice big knot. I'll just glue that down a little bit, just because it's a bit flighty, that one there. Glue that down a little bit down there. And that one a little bit down there. Ouch. Sorry. Hot. Got glue on my ribbon now. Great. Alright. And scrape it off when it's set. Okay, right, so we've got that there. My fingers burnt, which is standard. Got that there, that there. Okay, I like that colour on there. Does need a little bit of something else though. What have we got? Thimble. No. Oh, I don't know what we've got any buttons. What have we got here? Got some buttons and stuff, haven't we? Jar. Oh, got a black one there. Black one. A mottled one. And a crusty one. Black. No, I prefer that crusty. Herringbone, didn't even notice that one. That's got fabric on it. Wonder where that's from. Unless someone's given it to me. Not seen that before. There you go. Got 3 buttons there. Let's see if we can use those. Right, let's get this glue. Big wedge on there. Let's get these buttons on. Big one there. That one there. Sorry. You see, always do these things in 3s though, just odds, I should say, not just threes, but odd numbers is always better if you can. It's not all, you're not always able to. Oh, I like that. I like those three, actually. Good choice. 3 buttons there. Oh, didn't put a cork in the other one, did I? That one has a cork. Is that the cork for that one? I think that might be the cork for that one. Okay, and the cork for this one is this one, I think. Yep, there you go. Cork in that one. Okay, right, the last one is this one. So we'll start as we mean to go on with the sanding. Really stings. Okay, what should we do for this one? We've got wire and what's it? We've got ribbon. Twine. Could do, oh no, should we do the peacock? Bit more colour. Bit sparkle. Do we want sparkle though? I don't think we want that much sparkle. Old wire. Nope, there's not enough left of the old. We could do a few different things, right? They've got a tiny piece of this old wire left, so we could do a little bit. Okay. So we've got a little bit round there. Okay. What else have we got? Oh. No, I might use that for something else. One sec, let me see what's in here. Anything or nothing. I just have to see what's hanging about, to be honest. What's that? Oh, quite like that. Right. Let's use this. Okay, it's a little watch thing that I bought for a scrapbook project. Probably can't undo it now. It's probably corroded shut. Don't even know which way it opens. Oh, there's the hinge. Hang on. Oh, there you go. Gosh. Well and truly old that. Let me give that a wipe. There you go. This little watch in a globe on a chain thing. Should we put that on that bottle? You know what? Why not? Why not? Let's see if we can stick it on that bit of crusty wire for a start. And we can. There we go. And a bit of crusty wire. Super. Right, what else can we put around that neck? What else can we put around the neck? You know, I'm going to say, to tie it all in together, a bit more of this wire that was unravelling before. Oh, so I've got 2 spools of that actually. Yes, I have. There's 2 spools of that. Oh, that one's a bit darker than what I was using. Right, let me just get a big wedge of that so I can wrap it round loads. Right, don't forget, put it in that little notch thing, otherwise it just all goes like that with sound effects. Okay, let's just... go, just to stop it pinging off. Just to stop it pinging off. Is that enough? No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I need something else to stick on that. Let me go back into this. One button. Okay. Don't know if it's a stud or a button. There you go. And that's its cork on there. Okay, I was also given this bobbin. And what I'd like to do with that is wrap this round it. Okay, so I'm just going to start it off by gluing the end on. Right, she did actually, Karen gave me a big pin and I said, what would that be for? And I think a big needle, sorry, flat needle, which was in here. Let me just find it. No, not that one. Got it, hang on. This thing. No. This thing is actually flat. Not round. Okay, right, so first of all, let me just stick a blob of glue just to stop this unravelling. One sec. There you go. Okay, will this, don't matter if it doesn't thread on, right? Don't matter. I can always create the illusion. Right, that won't thread on there, it's too thick. Okay. Right, tell you what I'll do. I shall cut that off. Have it like that and stick the needle in like so. Do you see that? Like that. Can I use that? See, that might look out of place. I don't know. Maybe glue. Maybe no. Maybe use those later. Right. Let's see if we can make this chain a little bit darker. Okay. As per usual, it's crowding in. It's absolutely crowding in. Right. I think I'm going to paint it and rub it off. Take the I'm just pulling it through the white. Okay. That's definitely took the shine off that chain. I'm just going to dry it. Literally should just take a few seconds. Oh, just had a thought. I might add some of the green patina paint. Ouch, so that's hot. The rusty patina to that one. Let's get rid of that lid because that's annoying. Right, using the rusty patina. Show you that close up because I don't think I showed you before. Right. I don't know how best to do it. Might put a bit of rust on as well. Well, when you've got a new product, so you've got to use it, haven't you? You've got to see how it works. Okay, right. I'm going to say that looks okay. And I'm going to, gosh, I'm using all my new brushes. Probably can't tell how good that is, but that, rest assured, looks fabulous and old. I'm just going to give it a dry. I'm just going to wash, then I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'll get back to it and we might start putting it all together. Okay, let's start assembling our piece, and as per usual, it's a giant piece. Okay, let's just show you a quick thing of that. That looks fab, doesn't it? Right, what are we going to do with that? How are we best going to show it? Ooh. Right, I tell you what, let me just put things together, then I'll come back and show you what I've decided. Okay, this is a rough idea of how I want it to go. I am going to glue them on. I've learnt my lesson before of not gluing them on. So let's start at the back. Okay, there's that one. You'll be able to see better when I bring it up to the front camera. I can't do this any other way than gluing it like this. Let's just move that one out of the way a little bit to get to this one at the back. Don't forget I'm doing it with hot glue because I can just peel them off at any time. They'll just prise right off. I'm just sticking the bottles sort of to this side so that I can still see that thing at the back. Where's another glue stick? I think I've lost a glue stick somewhere. Right, bottom of this one. Bob in with the needle. Okay, and then this glass rod, I don't know why, I just feel like I want this glass rod. Okay, but I want it to have a head at the end. Don't ask. I don't even know why. Right, but I don't want it that colour. I'm thinking I'm going to make it a little bit darker. So I'm going to use the ink and see what it looks like. I don't know why. I just had the urge to stick a head on the end of a glass rod. So let me just get the ink on this. I don't know. I just don't know why. I mean, I don't know if I want it. I do want it. Right. I don't know where I get the ideas from sometimes. Right, I've had this one sat on the side for absolutely ages. I'm wondering what I could do with it. Right, let's make sure you're straight. Sorry. Okay. Don't ask me why. I just felt like it needed something. Right, I've draped the chain over the top. You can't see it just yet, but I'm just going to secure it with some glue. and you can't see this paintwork very well, but I can tell you now that it looks really quite rusty on this thing. So I'm going to say that it does work. I was quite sceptical. It's such a big project, I can't really do that any other way. Give it 2 seconds, let it dry, and then I'm going to bring you back and I'm going to show you, because it's finished, it's complete, and I'm going to say it looks a million times better than I thought it would. It really does. Right, 2 seconds, let this set, and then we're all ready to show you. Okay, it's done. It's fantastic, even if I say so myself. So this is an embossed bottle craft, which I've been promising you for weeks and weeks and weeks. I've got so many of these bottles, I really could do this 10 times over, and I probably will. I'll probably have to. Right, so without further ado, here is the finished rusty, crusty shelf of embossed industrial bottles. It's a shame I'm in the way, really. There you go. Let's see if you can get a close-up of that. You see the slate and the tops. The bottles, the head on a stick, of course. And you've got that one at the back. You've got the rusty frame. It really does look better in real life than it does on there. And they're like the rusty looking base. But there you go. Industrial embossed bottle thing. Industrial bottle shelf, maybe. There you go. That is fabulous. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. If you've stumbled across this as a craft, this is just a little part of the channel. The main bit of the channel is the mudlarking, where we find these finds, okay? So please give us a subscribe and watch us on a Saturday where we do the mudlarking. The craft is only every other week. And please press the like. Thank you so much for watching. Come back again in 2 weeks and see what else I'm going to make with the things that I find.